Hi guys, I'm back, and this is the final part of the room tour. We're going to talk about Alexia's Chinese dresser. I wanted her to have a dresser that was geared towards ancient Chinese culture, and so I came up with this idea, looking at pictures on the internet and so forth. But this is the one side of it. This is the back. This is the other side. This is the bottom. And then, of course, we have the top and the front. Now, this piece here, I'm going to back it up so you can see it. This piece took me over 3 weeks to make, and it was very time consuming. It was very difficult. A lot of hours, a lot of work. I had to do the actual dresser part itself first, and then I had to put a brace on the inside to connect the two sides together and to hold them to the front and back of the dresser. And then I went on the internet because I wanted to come up with a design for the front. And these are actually two different sheets that I came up with. We have the Zutera birds on the top and in the middle here. And up here I put a cherry blossom tree, a Chinese maiden. Down here we have another Chinese maiden. And in honor of Year of the Rabbit, we have bunny rabbits. And then I chose the color gold for the background. And the flowers, when I did the flowers, I flipped them so they were two different ways. And the flowers, now the flowers, you know, all this I got off of the internet, but I redesigned it myself so to fit on here. And then, of course, the two sheets, I had to glue them together and put them on the front. And I cut out the hinges. These are supposed to be gold hinges for the doors. And then we have two door handles for the top, for the bottom. And then this is two pearl knobs. It's supposed to be a drawer. Up here it's not a drawer, it's just supposed to be a picture. So that is the dresser that I made for her. Trying to get it back here the way I had it. There we go. And I made it so that it was sized to fit into this spot here. Now, you can't see it all, but I'm going to do another part at the end of here to show the pictures of the paintings. But let me show you what goes on top of here. We have a I don't know, an easel, and then on this easel I made her 4 canvases because she's supposed to be an artist. And this is the Empress of China, so she goes right there. I don't know if you can see the design. And these canvases are made out of foam board. And then these are the other 3 that I made for her. There's this one, and then this one. So, and I have them right in the front here because I don't know where else to put them for now. This here, this was sent to me by a seller on eBay because I purchased an item from her. This goes with the set, but the tumblers and the pitcher were too big for Alexia, so I packed them away. But this is the right size, so I kept this out. And on here are egg salad and lettuce sandwiches, and they're cut according to Chinese style. And Chinese cakes are on here. And so I have this on top of the dresser. And then this is a Chinese double layer cake that the woman sent me, who sent me the set that I just showed you with the egg salad sandwiches and so forth. But this is supposed to be a mocha cake. Mocha, if I'm pronouncing it right. But it's double layer. It's really cute. And I got this cake stand for it. And I have this up here as well. So I just need to put this other cake dish up here. I'll be right back, guys. Okay, and then so now you can see her table. That's what it looks like. Let me get Alexia, put her in her chair. Unfortunately, the room is only 20 inches high, and she's 22, so that's why she needs to sit down. Now, one of the things I made for her, I had checked the internet, Etsy and eBay, and I think Amazon as well, and they sold laptops and cell phones for BJD dolls. However, the cell phones looked a little too big for me, and so what I did is I printed off one from the internet right here, and I put it on foam board, and then I put a brown back on it, but has all the little buttons on it, and there's the top part for the speakers. So that's her cell phone. And then the laptops that they had on eBay and Etsy, they could open, but they couldn't stay open, and there was nothing on the screens, and they were smaller, and I didn't like them. To be honest with you, I didn't like them. So what I did is I made my own. I got foam board, put it together, I reinforced it, and then what I did is I downloaded the top of a laptop, the keyboard, and then I downloaded a screen with my favorite game, Animal Crossing, and decided to make her a laptop, and she's playing Animal Crossing. And then of course I put the black self-adhesive board across the top, you know, right here and around the top of the screen, and then the back. And I know it's not perfect, probably, but I do like how it came out, and the best part about my laptop is that it stays open, and it has a picture on it. It has a screen. And so she's playing Animal Crossing, because the laptops that they had on Etsy and eBay, the tops don't stay open, they close unless you prop them open. So that was another reason why I made my own. Now this painting, this picture that's here, I made an actual painting. Well, I didn't paint it. What I mean is I took foam board and I made a picture, you know, for it. So it looks like she painted a canvas. And then we have her, I got this from Walmart. And actually this came in a set. It was $8 for two of them. There was this one with the green, and the other one had purple, had a purple bush. Well, Walmart, you know, they're into this thing now. They have people deliver their stuff, and well, what the person did is they just dropped this in front of my front door, and the one that had the purple bush was broken. So I called Walmart, and they refunded me the entire $8 because it was a set. So, and then I wanted her to have a art palette, and so I downloaded this off of the internet, for her, the image. And then I took foam board and I cut it out to the shape of the palette. I made sure that the palette was her size, and I cut it out and I glued it to the foam board. And then I glued brown cardstock on the back, took black foam self-adhesive for the trim around the palette. And then I took 2 toothpicks, cut off the one ends, and the other ends I used a black magic marker to color, make it look like paintbrushes, and I glued them to the top of the palette. And then after I did that, I wanted her to have paint tubes. Now, my paint tubes are quite different. They're not your typical paint tubes, but I keep them in here. So, and then when she's painting, she can put her art palette right there, and her tubes of paint will be standing up in this here. So let me show you how I did my paint tubes. I wanted them to be different from the regular paint tubes, but this is what they look like. They have a picture of the paint color, I guess you would say, instructions, and then there's the paint color. But these are what the tubes look like. Now, I only made 7 of them because I only had 7 of these thick self-adhesive tips. I wish I had more because I would have made more colors. So I only made 7. So this one is coral. And of course we have my favorite color, lavender. And then that's what the front looks like. And we have, oh no, this one here, I'm sorry, I take that back. This is hot pink. Sorry about that. This is the coral one. And then that's the front. And then we have green. And we have teal. And we have blue. And we have yellow. So like I said, I wish I had more of these. I don't remember where I got them from, because I would have made her more colors. You know, I would have made red, white, brown, black, purple. But that's her art palette. And then the last thing, whew, my goodness. The last thing that I have here that I made for her, I'm really, really pleased with this piece. Now, this piece didn't take long for me to do, maybe a couple of hours, but this, I feel, is my crowning achievement. It was a lot of fun to do, and I really like how it came out. And I got this off of My Froggy Stuff. If you ever want to check her out, just type in My Froggy Stuff on the YouTube address bar and it will bring up her channel. And this particular item that I made is from one of her videos, and it's called Pet Items. She made a few pet items. The one that I really wish I could do was the pet carrier or pet cage. It was awesome how she did that, but I don't have the tools, I don't have the materials for that. So that came out really nice. So anyway, what she did is she decided to make a pet bed for her dolls, pets. And this is what it looks like. Now, of course, hers is completely different from mine, but the idea is there. You know, she shows you how to make it. She made 2 of them. She made one for her doll's pets, and she made one for her own dog. And the way she did hers, and like I said, you can go on her channel, just type in My Froggy Stuff Pet Items, or Pet Items My Froggy Stuff, and it'll bring up the video. And the pet bed is the very first thing that she makes in the video. And what you do is you take a tube sock, and you take a empty, skinny, round ribbon row, because it needs to be skinny, and material so you can cover the pet bed. Now, when she did hers, she shows how to do it. You have to put the tube sock over your arm and you have to pull it up, and then you have to roll it all the way down, and it comes out where it will have a hole, not a hole, but it will be in the middle. It'll look like a donut with the hole in the middle. And what you do is you take your ribbon roll and you push it in, and you have to curve it up because you want a round edge all around the donut hole, a curved edge. And then what she did is she put some hot glue. She had some fur material, and she put it in there and wrapped the entire pet bed. She pleated it so it would have pleats on it, and then she turned it over and she glued it to the bottom, and then she put, I believe she used black felt on hers. I can't remember, but I had used self-adhesive black foam on mine, so I wouldn't have to bother with glue, and it sticks. So I did it the way she did it, but I did mine differently. I wanted there to be a blanket on the pet bed. And so what I did is I took the batting material that I used in the chair for Alexia, and I took a rectangle piece of it. I put in some hot glue on the wheel, and then I put some of the batting material, and then I put more hot glue, folded over the batting material, and stuffed it all in there. And it doesn't come out because, see, that's why you have the curved edge around the inside, so that when you push in your stuff, it stays. It doesn't come out. And then what I did is I took 2 pieces of purple material, and the first piece I put over the batting. I didn't hot glue it. I just put it over the batting and stuffed it all in underneath the curved edge of the sock, and it stays. And then I wanted the blanket to overlap the pet bed. So I took the other piece, it was the rectangle piece, I hot glued, or not hot glued, I can't remember what it was, the type of glue that I used, but I glued both ends so they wouldn't fray. And I started with this end, I pleated it, and then I stuffed it in all till I got to this end here to cover a part of the pet bed, so it looks like it's an actual blanket on the pet bed. And this is Midnight, Alexia's cat, and he happens to love his pet bed. And so, and that is right there. So let me turn this around now so you can see. And that's where I have him. He's right there. And this came out really, really cute. Really cute. This is my favorite piece out of everything that I've made for Alexia's room. This is my favorite. I don't know why. I just had a lot of fun making it, and it looks so darn cute. And the best thing about this is that if I want to change out the material color, all I have to do is just pull it out because it's not glued in. So, but yeah, if you're interested in making something like this for if your BJD dolls have pets and you want to make a pet bed, just go to My Froggy Stuff, and she has this pet bed where you can go ahead and follow her instructions on how to make it. Like I said, it took me a couple of hours, but it was a lot of fun. Now, what I'm going to do, I want to show you, is that it? That's everything. I want to show you the paintings that I have on her walls, and there was something else I wanted to show you. So these are 2 of the paintings that I downloaded from the internet. And then there's that one. It's supposed to be Ancient Chinese Village. They're fishermen. And then here are the other 2. I wanted her room to be, like I said, I wanted it to have an ancient Chinese, Japanese culture style. So that is everything in her room. Oh yes, the last thing, her ceiling light. I got this off of Amazon. It's 8 inches long. It has 4 tiny light bulbs. And what I did is I took elastic and I put it through the top of this shelf pulled it under, knotted it, and then, you know, flipped it so that the knots are up here. And I slipped this through, and all you do is you touch it to turn it on and off. And so I wanted her to have light in her room. And the batteries last 100 hours or 700 hours, something like that. But this won't, I mean, they're going to last a long time because I won't be, you know, have this on and off all the time. So I just have it on so you could see everything. But this is her room. And I'm going to go through here. And I only have one final piece to make, and that is her aquarium. And her aquarium is going to go up here. So guys, that is Alexia's room. I hope you enjoyed the tour. I'm sorry it was so long, but you know, it is what it is. Everyone, thank you for watching. Take care. Stay safe. Bye for now.